intro scared the shit out of me. Alrighty, well, welcome to the Smoke and Mirrors podcast, your destination for the latest in movie news and reviews. We are your hosts, Rob, Dave, and Triz. So today, we explore a story about a galaxy far, far away, one you may be familiar with, but this lightsaber was built with a live-action kyber crystal. Ahsoka's finally out. Is it worth a watch, or do you keep this galaxy as far away as possible? Now let's start the show. How we living there, big dogs?
It was a good dog.
That was good, man. How you going?
Yeah, good. That was good. It's been a long week, but fucking Friday tomorrow.
That it has.
It's just one of those weeks, man. It's alright, we'll get through it.
I was telling the boys today, it felt like the longest week in the world this week.
Yeah.
I expected it to be Saturday already, like on the eve.
At least
At the end. Yeah.
What do you call it? It needs to be
cruising into the weekend.
Fucking A. It needs to be 3 p.m. on a Friday. It needs to be beer o'clock or something on a summer.
Soon. Next week is the last day of summer. The last day of winter.
For real?
Yeah.
Then begins the spring.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Bring on that.
We're going to get a lot of rain.
I don't care. As long as it's warm. I like
I was remember when I used to fuck around and then go, it's spring now, I'm not going to wear a jumper and fucking just freeze in the back of that cab, just dying.
Never me. Can never be me.
Those finds that if I just acknowledge the cold, I'm good.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. I understand that it's cold. I feel the cold. I will accept it for 15 minutes.
I can't. I cannot. Those balls. Like I ball my whole body up, and then that's how I stay warm.
I reckon I could probably go outside in Antarctica and just, and just a beat her and just be fine.
I was gonna, like, one day, I'll put you to that challenge, and I'll just wait. And then I'll put that fucking polar bear. Why is it turned into fucking jackass? I don't know.
Everybody dies when that polar bear gets loose. Everybody. And I'm opening the door.
Fuck you.
Badly. Stay warm over there. Yeah.
This guy, I just see the fucking, like, just the polar bear walking past the snow, and then this guy just opening his eyes.
Would be. Out to my friend over there.
Just see the glint of the knife.
It would be. It's either that or I'm skiing, motherfuckers. I'm skiing like Tom Hardy in bloody Inception.
Fucking A.
All in the whites. Fuck, it's mad.
Yeah. Fucking A. Some moving into our review of Ahsoka here. So we got the synopsis. So Ahsoka Tano reemerges as a former Jedi Knight to combat a new world order run by a series familiar, brought to live action as a revered member of the Star Wars universe. So with our live action cast, which is super exciting, we have Rosario Dawson, so reappraising a role as Ahsoka Tano from Mando. We also have Natasha Liu Bordizzo as Sabine Wren, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera Syndulla, Ray Stevenson as Baylan Skoll, Ivana Sakno as Shin Hati, Diana Lee Inosanto as Morgan Elsbeth, David Tennant as Hu Yang, Clancy Brown as Governor Ryder Azadi, Lars Mikkelsen as Grand Admiral Thrawn, as well as Mark Rolston as Captain Hale.
All right. What was I going to ask you before? Do you notice how they say her name like just one word? Ahsoka Tano. There's no break there.
That's like that's a lyric or something, man. That's a fucking bar. Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano.
Chakaro.
Badly. That's like fucking Gypsy King's lyrics.
Bang, 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 bang. All right, so the technical breakdown. So this was mixed in Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital. the old peasants out there that don't have
Jesus.
it was shot at an aspect ratio of 2.39 by 1, which is nearly what's his face? Nearly full letterbox. I like it. They used Alexa Mini LF and Alexa LF cameras along with the ARRI Alexa LF. I think it's a light something is the LF, and they used Panavision Ultra Vista lenses, so that's so you get that mad stretched out, beautiful, nearly 70 millimeter look, but it's not 70 millimeter.
Yeah.
They actually shot on it looks like digital. There was a 4K digital intermediate, and it was Panavision anamorphic source format. So it looks like they might have shot in a bit of both. Maybe a little film, maybe a little digital. I like it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. It definitely looked filmic.
Did.
But you could also see that it was mostly the the volume that they were shooting in.
Yeah. Well, they would have shot this web. Would have still been COVID.
Yeah, it would have been around the time that Andor was shooting, which was COVID, yeah.
Yeah. It had to be.
Like as soon as Mandalorian season 2 was finished, then this would have been, and Boba and all that, this would have been out the gate.
Yeah. Do they shoot Obi-Wan first, or I always forget that Obi-Wan came out. But do they shoot Obi-Wan first? Or are they shooting this at the same time?
I think they were shooting this at the same time. Or shortly after. Because they had a lot of shit fucking going at the one time. Like, they were just trying to fucking throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Oh, yeah. This is
setting up their
Disney
Star Wars.
Yeah. Disney spending, basically.
Yeah, this is Chapek.
This is 100% Chapek. This is before they got told to button their belts.
Yeah. Iger wouldn't do this.
Can only imagine them on set. Bob Iger would never do this.
Yeah, badly.
See him giving him that Ike Turner look.
He would be. Chapek would turn around like that.
Who said this?
I know. They got fired on a Sunday at an Elton John concert. How do you get fired when you're not working? When you're not working.
How you get fired on your day off?
Yeah. Bob Chapek got fired. That's how Chapek got found out. It was a Sunday in the afternoon while he was at the Elton John concert.
That's wild.
Maybe he was dancing funny.
Now,
this is going to go viral.
the real question I have, right, is let's say they call him and he in that concert. Would you tell him, hey, hold on a minute, my favorite song playing, and then get the news? Or would you just get it mid-song?
I don't know why. I see, like, Iger just dialing his number and giving him a call, and Chapek, like, thinking we're still boys and everything, and he's like, she packed a bag. Singing to him, I'm at the concert, Bob.
You hear that? 0 hours, 9 a.m.
I'm fucking flying over here, Bobby.
Because you know they got Apple. It's FaceTime. Bob. Oh, Bob, I'm trying to tell you something.
You're done, Bob.
You're out, Bob.
Dado just deflating in the middle of the fucking concert during his favorite song.
Completely ruined Elton John for him for the rest of his life.
Badly.
He did it on purpose.
I reckon he had watches. He had minders on Chapek.
You know.
The song's on Iger.
This is your song.
Be wild if that was just real sadistic. This is your song, right? Well, I got some news.
It's your swan song, Bobby.
So Bob Norton, because he made a mistake.
That's fucking wild. Dick.
You're fired.
Fucking hell.
Anyway.
All right. Overall, what did you guys think? Because going into this motherfucker, right? Like I had suffered the slings and fucking arrows of Obi-Wan, Book of Boba Fett, and Mandalorian season 3, which I didn't enjoy those properties at all. Oh, and then I was just like, I'm ready to just eat shit for the full 2 hours of this 2-episode fucking bonanza.
Yeah.
And yeah. I want to know what you guys thought.
So for me, what I liked was I liked Ray Stevens' character. I thought it was nice and nuanced. He wasn't all the way bad. He was what's his face? There's a little like there's something there.
Yeah.
There's a big part. I think that he's going to play a big part in Ahsoka's world. There's going to be something about her backstory or something like that, or God knows what. But yeah, I liked what's his face, David Tennant's character, Hu Yang, as a droid. It was really, really good. This is the first time I think I've seen a droid that was actually working or taking part in the whole Jedi Academy and all that sort of stuff. That was cool.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd use, it was not the first time you saw it, but just a droid talk about it. What's his face? I love the fact that they wouldn't. I'm thinking now, and why wouldn't they actually use droids? You know what I mean? Because they could literally catalog everything.
Yeah.
Yoda's like, what did I say back in 2033?
Read that back.
Yeah. What else? I like that. What's his face? Even though, yeah, I like that it was the sort of the old master sort of, or at least I don't know how Ahsoka became a master. By the way, she didn't finish.
She's not.
So she is not a Jedi master in my eyes. Council would not recognize you as a rank.
You can sit on the council.
He should have just killed everyone there. Like if he would have just thrown a tantrum and killed everyone there, I would have been happy. Anyway, yeah, I like that she's trying to gain the sort of to get that relationship back with her Padawan. You know what I mean? I can imagine Obi-Wan. Well, we saw Obi-Wan do the exact same thing. We saw what's his face become full Vader, completely Vader, and Obi-Wan still trying to get him back.
Yeah.
And eventually he obviously wins, right? Because I mean, he knew that he couldn't kill his son, which is why he brought him to the Death Star. Like all that shit. Like I like all that. Yeah.
So overall, you liked the 2 episodes?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. It's about the same for me. I feel like because I was jaded from the previous shows, I was very much just hesitant to jump into this. Even when I had heard that, like, Ahsoka's out, I was like, fuck, do I really have to sit through this now? Like, I'm already thinking it's going to be shit going through it. But thankfully, was pleasantly surprised. These 2 episodes were pretty good for me. I enjoyed the content in them, and there wasn't a lot of, like, bullshit filler to pad out these 2 episodes. I'm hoping that stays the same for the next 6 as well. So I think overall it's positive thoughts, but I don't know if it's coming from a mindset of I was expecting it to be shit and I'm surprised, or if I'm actually liking this.
That is always the fucking... It's on the rewatch that you realize that I always hated the shit.
For me, it's always episode 3 when they fuck around and they give me a 26-minute episode that goes nowhere. That's when I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this show?
Yeah.
I like the shit. I enjoyed it, but then, like, it is did I like it because I was surprised that it wasn't dog shit? Or did I like it because there was actually something there? But Oues will eat shit. If it's horrible, Oues will watch the whole 6 more. I'll complete the journey, only because it's Star Wars. And it's something to watch, but... yeah, overall, I enjoyed it.
There's they've done the whole curated page on Disney Plus now, where you can watch every Star Wars show and movie in chronological order now. So it fits in with the timeline. There's a guy at work who just did it from the start. all the way through. He's got like 3 episodes left in Mando season 3, and then he's jumping into Ahsoka.
Did it in the butt.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking ladies, man. Those loves that shit.
That's a fucking hate of that movie.
They say that Wayne's World is the greatest SNL movie ever made when the ladies' man is out there.
Fucking oath. Even
True.
though I sometimes enjoy Wayne's World 2 more than Wayne's World.
Same.
Fucking earth.
All right, let's jump into what worked. So for me, I really liked the music. The music was actually prominent in this shit.
Who
You
did the-
actually heard the fucking music. And it's the O from the Clone Wars that did the music.
Mm.
Came back. And it felt Star Warsy, but it also felt like its own thing.
Mm. I could hear like the slowed down original scores and whatnot, and he slowed it down, and I like that. You could
Yeah,
hear it in the
just-
background.
Used little elements.
Yeah, I like it.
But in a Star Wars movie, it's always prominent. Like, they don't like just have it like a cue for the end of a scene or something like that. It's always fucking blaring. Like Williams was on the 1s and 2s fucking going ham in that original trilogy.
There needs to be something there. Otherwise, it's just someone like speaking gibberish. People can't connect with the gibberish because it's the first time they're hearing it. They need the music, which brings the what's his face, the emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
And Ludwig Göransson did a fucking like a fire job, but it's in the mixing that where it actually shines. Like if you don't give it the time to actually shine, it goes fucking nowhere. It goes right over our heads. And I'm watching on like, low volumes over here.
True. I think that was like it's a big saving grace for me was the sound when it came to the prequel trilogy. Because some of the best like shots in some of those movies had the maddest fucking composure. Fuck, it was good. Like the Anakin looking over the horizon and just that original score plays as well. Gets you right in the fields, and even seeing him with the hand after the end of Clone Wars. When he goes to go hold Padme's hand like that.
Yeah.
I love the scene where he's carrying what's his face, Shmi, and he just glares at all of them like that. It's like, you see what I did?
Yeah.
I did what you couldn't do. I got it done.
I am him.
That is the biggest I am him like moment in that movie.
You know, if Yoda was there, motherfucker would be like, him yes.
But for me, honestly, like nothing tops, like music wise, nothing tops seeing what's his face, just those doors open, and then the orchestra starts singing, and then Darth Maul is there, and you're like, oh shit, and then Darth Maul takes out that second lightsaber. It was over. It was finished.
Yeah.
But like, I would have paid just to see that scene in the cinema. Like just that.
Fucking oath.
100%.
I'd be happy. I'd tell you it was the best Star Wars movie ever.
We did. We watched that shit every night when we got it on VHS.
Do you remember we got it, Paul? Like we got it, like nefariously. This was back in the day. It don't count. What's his face? We got it nefariously like a week before it actually came out in the cinemas over here. So Paul watched it and then rewound that tape and then watched it again.
Yeah. I busted right out of there. I was like, I don't have time for this shit.
I know,
This shit was boring to me.
I got a mate, and he's like, I got the ultimate sex playlist, and it's legit just Jewel of the Fates on repeat.
The lightsaber thrusts.
The fucking double enders in there.
The other thing I really liked, what I thought worked in this, was the pacing. So it felt very deliberate, like they were actually doing some shit. It didn't feel like, let's just go over here and have a pointless scene or whatnot. They were like, and it didn't rush it either.
Yeah.
But by the end of episode 2, you are right there, like the journey has started, has begun. They haven't like dragged it out for 4 more episodes like Obi-Wan. It's like, do I turn the lightsaber on? Will I turn the lightsaber on? I've turned the lightsaber on. And I've still got PTSD. Cunt, if you don't fucking get active, you know what I mean?
If you don't start doing some Obi-Wan stuff.
See him looking in the mirror, it's not about what you Obi want. It's about what you Obi need.
Shit. And then the effects work in here are beautiful. Really, really good. Compared to the other shows, not as shiny. It feels like they actually took their time. Like, this is the one that they were putting all their effort into. Because Boba Fett looked like dog shit, dog.
It did, actually. You know what Boba Fett would have sort of what do I want to say? It would have helped the show is if they just went practical, man.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Like they're in those bars and all that, and you can see all the practical effects in there, and they look great. But then otherwise, it's all CG, and it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
It was all in one location anyways. Might as well have gone to Tunisia.
Yeah.
100. For me, what worked was the timeline of the show. Now, it's still in that same vein of like Jedi Survivor, Mando, things like that, because it's after episode 6 and everything's still being built up as time goes on. But the reason why I say this one works specifically is because of the history behind it too. Because of Clone Wars, Rebels, things like that, we see Ahsoka as a kid learning, and now we have this 10-year gap where it looks like she's coming from a more jaded past as well. Because from here, Ahsoka, she's turned away from being a Jedi Knight, and she's just here looking for answers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I want to know the history for that as well, because we do get little bits and pieces during Mando, or was it Boba, and then, well, Mando and Boba, I should say, when you see Luke and all that, but I want more. Like, I'm actually interested in this character and seeing what happened during that time, because there would be a lot of internal struggle. This could initially be the Kyle Katarn, but she just stayed a Jedi the whole time.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He had to shut down, or the lady that he's with shuts down her connection with the Force, so that she can't be found. Yeah. I like that. I like the what's this face, the fact that they could choose to do that. You know what I mean? Have the ability to, just switch it off. Yeah, if you wanted to be a coward.
Jesus.
I was gonna say, you know what else I like is that planet that they go to that has the warp drive.
Yeah.
Corellia?
And yeah. Is it Corellia? It is. It's a Corellian, yeah. So that's where the what's his face was built. That planet is where the Falcon was built.
Yeah.
It's a Corellian Star Cruiser out of. But yeah, I love that the fact that, like, why wouldn't they still embrace the Empire? They're getting paid. We're getting paid over here. Like, of course. Like, you can live like a dog, or you can get some scratch together from the Empire. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. It's not the first fucking company to be greedy.
100%. What do you call it? Darth Sidious was Suge Knighting everyone with the Empire. Come to death row.
Yeah. He had to. We see why he had to.
I also like that there was a crawl.
But it wasn't a normal
didn't
Star Wars
it.
crawl. Yeah. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
They could have gone like full on Star Wars, but they didn't. It was like nice red lettering.
Yeah.
On the black sky.
All right, let's get into what didn't work. So for me, I didn't like how fucking smug Ahsoka was most of the time. I find it hard to connect to a protagonist like that. Because you know how sometimes, like with Luke, you had like the benevolent protagonist who's like only out to do good, surprised by everything. So you sort of connect with him because he's your intro to the sort of the world. And you get like ambivalent O's that kind of like the anti-heroes or whatnot. And they just work on like a cool factor and they do shit that's like really random and whatnot. But I don't know, like for her, it was just like, I knew that was going to happen. I'm in total control. But because I'm not seeing her strain and go through the fights and shit like that, like to me, it's just like how can you just dodge the lightsaber, but you was getting fucking pressed?
Yeah.
Not 30 seconds ago.
That High Inquisitor was like hemming her up.
Yeah.
She had 30 more seconds.
I don't know. Every time I see her, there's something about, I don't know if it's just my major attraction to Rosario Dawson, or if like I'm seeing something that might not be there. Because I feel like when you look at her, because of Anakin being her master, maybe she's taken on a lot of those traits of him just being stone faced like that.
Maybe.
Or was that just... Sorry, Hayden
Go on.
Christensen's bad acting.
But I guess that was Anakin. And like maybe that is the case, especially in the later years. But in her younger years, the contrast between Ahsoka back then, who was like really sort of bubbly and joyful and sort of all over the place, to now is a complete character shift. Now I'm glad that she wasn't like fucking Bobcat Goldthwait or something like that, like going crazy on the scene and like energy like fucking OD. I was gonna just be like, I'm out of here.
She is Anakin's Padawan. I thought she would have gotten some of his badder traits. You know what I mean? The way Anakin fights is there's no regard for another move. You know what I mean? Like him chopping off what's his face's hands, Dooku's hands. Like there is no way, if that didn't work, he could get out of it. It was die or nothing with Anakin, right? I would have
reckless.
Very reckless. I would have, even him blocking what's his face, Obi-Wan slashes down, and instead of him putting his arm up, he puts his lightsaber on his chest to block the what's his face. It's wild. But yeah, to see some more recklessness, you know what I mean, taking chances and whatnot in her fighting style would have been, I would have liked that more.
Yeah, like she's too measured.
Yeah,
I don't buy it. It seems too synthetic. Like she's a fucking robot or something like that. And the show's called Ahsoka, so I need to see some emotion from her.
It would have been cool if she had that same sort of energy like Max Payne, because she's been through some shit. Like to see your master turn into a Sith Lord and see all of your brethren die at the hands of the Empire, that's some crazy shit to have to still live through as well. I'm not saying she's going to jump through the air shooting guns or anything, but just that same sort of like, I'm trying to work through my depression by just doing this job.
Yeah, but there needs to be the dark side then.
Yeah.
Like they need to show the dark side. I know it's only 2 episodes, but like still, don't just smug me up for 2 episodes. Like not give me a little bit of like the self-deprecating shit that you put on yourself. They don't even talk about it. There's no big piece of exposition, thankfully, where she's like, you know what I went through. I have to be happy and amazing and great shit.
You just
like
see
an
the
America Ferrera just going off.
Just see the comic panes coming up, and it's just that piano in the background. Corellia.
Andre Roux.
I'm just Tano. And then from that battle that she had, they don't know how to shoot lightsaber battles like they did in the prequels. I think that was in terms of aesthetically showing a lightsaber battle and what they can do. The prequels did it the best. In terms of dramatically showing an emotional fight, the originals did it the best.
Mm-hmm.
Sequels didn't know what the fuck they was doing, but
they just used weapons.
Yeah,
Them users blasted 90% of the time.
You said there was Jedis on this tour?
Just idiots in the back. I really hate that, man.
Yeah.
What's his face? I think it comes down to the actors. You saw the dedication that what's his face, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen had to the actual fighting. I mean, they were there training. They did the 8711. So 3 months out already training, and then they were shooting and training still. I think it also comes down to the cuts, man. So I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. All right, cut. 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. All right, cut. So and you can see it. You can see the jerkiness in the fights. Yeah.
100%.
So go on.
I was going to say, bloody Ewan McGregor and Christensen came back for Obi-Wan to do that shit again. They were saying it was weird to pick it up, but then it just felt like nothing.
Yeah. You can see it like that shot of Sabine fighting what's her name?
Shin Hardy.
Yeah. Shit Hardy. What's his face?
Tom Hardy's sister.
Yeah. Just really bad. Yeah, you could see that they should have just shot that as a wanna. Like you could do that as a wanna.
100%.
Well, slow
make it shorter. Do a wanna. We're good.
Yeah.
Big time. I feel.
No, you go, dog.
No. You finish this off because I was going to jump into the next step. I jumped the gun.
I was going to say the other thing. The other thing that didn't work for me, right, was just her run. You could see that in the absence of practical effects and CG, she's just jogging.
Yeah,
she's legit. A light sprint away from these fucking self-destructing droids. I was like, mate,
why would she not use the Jedi run?
Yeah,
they
haven't used that shit.
Do
it's like jump. A oneer or something like that.
Do the jump. I want to see the Jedi jump. I want to see the Jedi run. That as soon as she was chasing the ship, I was like, Jedi run. I literally said it. I was like, Jedi run. Why are you not Jedi running? No. It was just leisurely.
Under siege to
the ball that got hit down the road, you know.
Making sure there's no cars coming from the side streets.
Fucking the big Under Siege 2.
Yeah.
That's what it looks
like. This guy.
As well as that, they could have done the Jedi run, or why not the Jedi fucking pull pause? Fucking onto the ship and then just drag yourself.
Why didn't she try test herself? I would have loved to have seen her test herself. Reach out with the Force and try drag that ship back. She's a Jedi Master after all.
She'd actually be fucking sick if she corrected that fucking ship.
Like
more to the maybe with not that much aggression. You know what I mean?
It's like that angry driver, the instructor. More to the reaching over, grabbing your steering wheel. No, I don't know. We have so many instances of like video games or animated shows giving us great ideas for like live action movies, and we see none of it. Remember that trailer for The Force Unleashed where you see the Star Destroyer coming up and then all you see is the apprentice and it's the back end of him and he just grabs that whole fucking Star Destroyer.
Yeah, exactly.
I always think about KOTOR, man. KOTOR, that trailer for KOTOR. I think Blur did that as well. And it was just amazing.
Yeah. So much shit there. They really need to delve into that. I need the James Bond gadgets. You know what I mean? Just give me the skills. You trained for this.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to see Jedis in like full Jedi mode doing some Jedi shit.
Yeah.
Well, if what's his face gets his way, what's his name? Mangold gets his way. That era is that's what that era is. It was that video. If we get that on film, it'll be next level.
Like multiple Jedi. Like here's my team
Yeah.
And here's the revolution.
Badly. You. Yeah. But I want to see like hundreds of Jedi. And not like that what's his face fight. No 3-point bullshit. What's his face?
Clone Wars?
Not like the Clone Wars. No. I want hundreds of Jedi. They're
Fighting
coming out the
Sith.
woodwork.
Not blocking lasers and shit. Fighting Sith.
Fighting Sith, yeah. The Jedi on
Fuck
Jedi
yeah.
action. You know how we get down.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Destroying temples and shit.
Oh man, the end of Jedi Survivor has one of the best set pieces for a Jedi and Sith fight that should have been in a movie. It is fucking incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I just gotta play these games. I complain about Star Wars, but then I just want to fucking put the time in.
Telling you, man, that shit is crazy. But speaking of like referencing movies, the thing that I didn't like was the need to have to reference previous Star Wars films for this show to make some of their set pieces. So when we get the introduction for Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, and they kill that team there when they arrive, and that's almost like the arrival of Vader or Darth Sidious. But then as well as that, they have Baylan Skoll doing the Vader in episode 4 at the beginning, when he goes through and fucks up all of those Republic fighters as well. Like, it's cool, and like props to him, but I keep referencing back to that. I'm like, this is like this. I don't want to have to be reminded. Like, I've seen it before. I watch it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Give me something new, because like we were saying before, there's some cool shit you can do that they just need to utilize.
Yeah. And they did that before as well. They did that in episode 7.
Yeah.
So them doing the ship passing by after the credits crawl, like a New Hope homage, and then into the Vader sort of reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. But then they also did it in Rogue One.
Yeah.
They did too, yeah.
Yeah. I need some new shit over there.
Beating that dead horse. All right. Getting some pivotal moments. So if you want to intro a bad bitch, you give her a bike. And then you play the Beastie Boys. But like for Sabine Wren's entrance, her on the bike, very Star Trek-ish.
Yeah.
Very.
And then the Beastie Boy, the Star Wars version of Beastie Boys, Sabotage going off there with the robot cops trying to pull her over or whatnot. It wasn't robot cops, it was actual fucking, like...
That was...
It was real.
Part of the army and shit, you know?
Yeah, organic, you know what I mean?
Fighters.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of intros, probably could have been a bit stronger, but it felt really cartoon. Like, you can tell Filoni is from the animated world. Just from that, the way that he framed that shot as well felt very anime. Like, you only see highways like that really shot from an anime. Like the bike fucking speeding through and shit. Like,
Yeah.
giving it some time to breathe and establish the world. Yeah, I think it was good, but also at the same time, it was like, it didn't feel Star Wars.
Felt like Star Trek.
Yeah, it did. Well, it felt like JJ's Star Trek.
Yeah. Well, I think the difference for me between Star Trek and, say, Star Wars, right, is Star Trek is actually... I can go to the places in Star Trek. There is a London in 2454.38 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think with Star Wars, it's all made up. So you've got the privilege of being able to make up all these places. So why wouldn't you do something crazy? Why wasn't Sabine? I mean, she's obviously force sensitive. Why wasn't she pod racing? Why wasn't she doing something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. She seems to be very much for the people, but she wasn't doing anything to help the people. She was pretty much just by herself, sort of isolated.
Yeah.
It's that rogue warrior.
For me, it was realizing how long it's been since Star Wars Rebels to now. Because with seeing the transponder with the video of Ezra on there, and just realizing that Ezra's journey in Rebels at the finale was taking down Thrawn, which leads to this very moment, leads to his capture as well as his exile. And then understanding that it's been years since then, so there's so much shit that has changed, and them finally getting like this map to find him and get out there to fucking go get him.
Yeah. So for me, that opened up a couple of questions. You know that somehow the Emperor comes back in episode 9. That place, that little forest with the runes where they put the map.
Yeah.
Is that the same place where Kylo finds the little wayfinder to get to Exegol?
Where he just decimates that place.
Yeah, right at the start of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
It looked like that sort of forest, but then them establishing this other galaxy, other universe, sort of hinted at the Emperor, like this linking in very closely to Episode 9, so that the Emperor just doesn't return. He's been planning this shit for years.
we sort of get to see it in those last few episodes of Mando, right? Is them planning to bring the Emperor back
with the cloning,
and all that sort of stuff. And Thrawn is back.
Yeah.
By then,
he's back
already. Yeah. So this is obviously set before then. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird to think that there's like so much time, but it's exciting too. Like I said before with the timeline, there's so much history you can fill in. And I'm hoping they can be creative, like you said, Dave, where they actually give us something good in that timeline as well.
Yeah.
So for me, what was pivotal, I don't think I've seen. We haven't seen what's his face, Mandalorians become Jedi and all that sort of stuff. I like that. There was always the rumor going around that those Mandalorians were the very first Jedi, and they used to be Force sensitive, but something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the timeline says that Mandalorians were the first Jedis for the canonical timeline, and they shut themselves off to the Force because they ended up having a lot of infighting and big civil wars and shit like that to find out who's the strongest, because that was their mindset. And then Mandalore the Great came through.
It almost sounds much like the Star Wars that they're going through constantly, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the Jedi is the problem. At last we'll have our revenge.
Well, if the Jedi
reveal ourselves Jedi.
If the Jedi didn't exist, would there not be a Sith?
No, there'd still be a Sith. No. Actually, no, they wouldn't, because they're symbiotic. Yeah. There has to be something that you don't like about one thing to actually break away from it and change it.
Yeah.
Is that why? Like with Rey at the end, she's a Sith and she's a Jedi?
Who said this?
Is that the whole thing? I'm just saying, because she's like, her lineage is Sith.
She completely, changes herself into a bloody Skywalker. So she's obviously keeping that Jedi alive. She wants the war. She's warmongering. She's BlackRock. That's who she is. She wants that war to happen so she can go in there after and build up and make trillions of dollars.
I need another adventure.
For me, seeing Jedi and Sith, they almost seem just like hired guns, if I'm being honest. Because the Empire and the Republic, they seem to do well by themselves, and they only really call the Jedi when it's like, we need you to do the dirty work. It's stupid.
Assassins.
Yeah.
What did they think that was going to happen? I've come here with my laser sword.
My
to
magical
negotiate.
It's all a little too altruistic for me, which is why I would have loved some kind of story where they break down like the Jedi religion and you really find there was just some real nefarious roots at the beginning of it.
Tell me that story. Tell me the
Yeah.
Passions of the Christ Jedi. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Did
I
I
want
ever
to learn
tell
that
you
story.
that'd
the
be fucking
story
cool.
of Grandmaster Plagueis?
Why does he always sound so funny in that scene? Hilarious.
Stop seducing me, Sidious.
I know. This seduction.
Did I send you as that picture of the "Stop seducing me, Sidious" and you see him sitting there with the fishnets on?
That's wild.
Sidious, he just wanted to, run it for a little bit. If the Jedi were not there, there would have been no issue.
Yeah,
There'd be a non-issue.
100%.
There'd be no fighting. There'd be nothing. You'd have one man on the top running the ship.
What do you call it? Yeah, like Obi-Wan preaches it after he like hacks down Anakin, where he's like, we're meant to bring peace to the Republic and the galaxy, but it just don't seem right because there always seems to be something with these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
We have brought peace, but at what cost?
They had the bomb. They had the A-bomb first, and they used it. And then people were scared of them for the rest of their lives.
Honestly, I think it was just a way to control everyone who was force sensitive, because they're probably scared of these like kids being like, I can do all these things, and then they just run amok. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's Lucas' conspiracy theory. Like it was the sound of freedom, but back in Jedi times.
It's
You know what
supposed
I
to
mean?
be that they're supposed to be Nazis.
The Jedi?
No. The Sith. The Jedi are obviously the Jews.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I'm just saying, because the Jedi, where are they getting these Padawans from? You know what I mean? They got an endless supply of Padawans just milling into the fucking the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
You know what gets me? Is that they cut them off from the family.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And now, like you're fucking, you're warded to some man
Some
to
old man.
to look after you and teach him his ways.
That's a little sus to me, though.
Yeah, Sith was out there just blowing backs out and whatnot. You could become a Sith at any fucking age. It's not like they were like, youngling I need. I don't know why Yoda's the one.
Over this interview is. Well, because the way I saw it was that Jedi's was like Catholics or Christians, because I always saw it as a religious type of thing. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
what if a Jedi was just like, no power has really like just caught me here. I'm seduced. I blow this chick's back out. Do I just go to the Jedi temple, get my sins forgiven, and I'm a Jedi again?
Yeah.
That's
I
fucking
don't think they even
wild.
need to do that. As long as you just gave her the plan B and a couple of dollars, that was completely legitimate. You didn't need to stay with that chick. There's no attachments.
Yeah.
How many Jedis are baby daddies out of that galaxy?
A lot. There's always the rumor going around that Obi-Wan's fathered some sort of children. Because Obi-Wan always walked between the lines, you know what I mean? He was that day walker.
Yeah.
Well, after episode 3, in the extended canon, he's supposed to have a woman and kids.
That would have been a cool intro for the Obi-Wan show.
That would have been
Don't even get
cool.
me started on that Obi-Wan show.
I'm not going to front. I enjoyed that Obi-Wan show. I do need to go back and rewatch it, but for what we got for the payoff at the end, I enjoyed. I thought it was cool. Just disconnect me from the call. It's enough heresy for one night.
You can sit on this podcast, but you will not achieve the rank of grandfather.
Grand podcast.
I would have killed everyone at that table. I'm serious. Straight up. I would have
You
done one
shouldn't
of
have
them.
taken that shit.
No, you shouldn't have. Maybe they
Should
was
have just
testing.
should have just washed his hands off and said, "Fuck you and the chosen one. I'm out."
Yeah. Good luck trying to find your fucking chosen one.
I know, badly. And I got kids on the way, Windu. What
I
you think
know.
about that, you bald motherfucker? And as the door's shutting, he's like, "Your fancy pants." And the door's closed.
Yeah. Fuck you and your little puppet. What's it called? What was I going to say? Yeah, it's cool.
Well, the more I think about it, I realize like The Witcher is just Star Wars as well. Because the Witchers are Jedis, but they choose to walk a path. They're both.
Neutrality.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
actually
that neutrality. It's that neutrality that fucks them all up. That's the bullshit. At least the Sith are just like, I'm evil. You know what I mean? I got the
I know what I'm about.
Empire. Yeah. The Jedi are like, well, I guess I'll be good in this situation.
Yeah, but you know they were out there doing drone attacks and everything like everybody else does.
Oh, 100%.
Like
The day
there
with
would have
neutrality.
been, there would have been missions that the Republic sent them on, where they were like, "This is wrong. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we even here?"
Yeah.
And the Jedi
that's the
Council
thing.
just swallowed all that shit. They just do it.
Yeah.
But then, like, when the worlds that aren't governed by not the Empire, the fucking, the Republic, they're just like, yeah, there's no Jedi presence here, so we're not going to do anything in those sectors. It was only when, like, that's why on Tatooine, he's like, nah, this boy's got the Force, he's got the most midichlorians. If I take him back, he's like, clearly the chosen one. That's the only reason why he got Anakin.
True. Jedis live a life of like, I want to say indentured servitude, but that means you get paid for the shit. These guys look like they live a broke life.
Yeah, but everything's provided for them. Their clothes, their lightsaber, like the food, the everything.
I never once seen a Jedi farmer. If
I
it
never
was like
once
the
seen
fucking
Jedi starve.
If they had shown them like fucking Franciscan monks growing their own food and shit like that,
they was getting kickbacks from that fucking empire.
You know there was.
100%. What do you call it? Luke was out here, like, living the hermit life. Motherfucker still had droids doing his work for him.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll build this temple for you, Luke. Oh, let me just farm these crops for you, Luke. Fucking do as I say, you stupid droid.
How much work was that guy doing anyway? Seriously. He set them for a cycle and then just like walk away. Go fuck around on his speeder.
Luke Skywalker was living a life of fucking sloth. That's all he was doing. He was a sinful man who didn't want to recognize his errors.
A sinful man, this guy.
He was. Motherfucker was just sitting cross-legged in the dirt, just thinking about shit.
He was
bastard.
Yeah. There's only so much time that you can drag your fucking feet and say, I'm setting up that Jedi temple.
1 year. 1 year I'm going to build this and make my...
Fuck. Just went straight to Family Guy. You know what? You're not even my real dad, Joseph.
You know what, Jesus? That hurts.
Oh, fuck.
There's a wrap. We'll be back on Sunday talking all the shows we usually talk. I'm going to see Sound of Freedom, so I'm going to have my thoughts then as well. Get my Tim Ballard on. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, Love yourself. Follow us on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever it is. Yeah, love yourself. Love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.
Sith forever.